Hi, YouTube. This is Hammond.
And I felt as bad as I looked that morning.
In what is literally labelled as being incredibly fragile. Now, you see, this is Josh. He slept in a tent rather than his own invention. And there it is. I'm not sure what I'd rather be sleeping in, but this probably isn't it. So, yeah, we're here at base camp in the desolate, cold, brutal environment of the outdoors. Next to our mate Adam's house.
Despite Kai believing that he'd made one of the best caravans on the show, he discovered one small problem: getting out of it.
How do you unzip a sleeping bag?
You use the thing called a zip.
There is a serious leaking issue.
Kai, right now the whole of YouTube is staring at your rear end. Comfortable?
Very comfortable, just a little bit tight.
It's just...
Incredibly comfy.
And Joshua Man, this is him waking up because he's cheated and gone into a tent, haven't you, Josh?
I'm very, very warm and comfy.
You cheating sod.
No, right, okay. Would you like to sleep in that?
Death trap? No, because you built it.
Yeah,
That's the primary reason. You should have built it better. Me and Kai built ours well enough.
So after a long and brutal night, we decided to cheer ourselves up by tying Josh's poorly made caravan to a lamppost. He wasn't too pleased, but more on that later.
Right, I'd like to give you the guided tour of my caravan thing. See, not all of the wood was assembled properly by certain manufacturers, and there were some slight gaps, and I just had to tape it to keep it all in place. But let's not get there. I can even just barely kneel up in it, because I'm incredibly short and this was designed for someone of my height. So again, I'd like to say I have everything I need to survive in the wilderness. Not to mention a grouchy, angry Josh Man over there.
We began to walk towards his caravan. Me and Kai were prepared for the worst, but we weren't prepared for what was about to come next.
What a moron. Which moron decided it would be a good idea to tie it to a telegraph pole the wrong way round? This has English flags on. You can't do that. This is stupid. You put it on back to front. Take the stupid Chinese menu away and get a scissors so I can snap this in off and get the flipping greenhouse off it. Oh, that hurt. And then it's got carpet inside. It would have been comfortable to sleep with, but for the condensation.
Hello, bus driver. Thanks, mate. Yeah, glad you got thumbs up, because I bet you had a bed to sleep in last night. Pheasant, get some scissors. Brute strength. God, bloody hell. What the hell's he tied it to?
oh wow, the genius has tied it to that, so the greenhouse snaps in half, and then my dad gets even angry because when he realises I've nicked his greenhouse to sleep in but then didn't sleep in it, it's not tied to anything. Oh, I've got rope, I can do it again. Let's have another go, we'll go to the front this time, shall we? I'll have to tie it all again, but don't worry about me, no. Right, there you are, you see? Give it a pull.
After a long night, we headed into the wilderness in search of some not much needed food. By that we mean we went to the co-op opposite the chippy. No matter where we went though, we could always trust Kai to never put down that bloody camera. And for Josh to look like he would rob a bank. So we'd gotten our food, but the worst of it was yet to come.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're at that part in the show where I show you the bloopers. And this is Josh dragging his home. As you can see, it's not going brilliantly.
Cue the emotional music.
All by
Supposed to
yourself.
edit that in, it's not X Factor, we're not going to have you singing in the background.
Oh well.
That's what editing's for. I'll do it again. Cue the emotional music.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I feel you should know at this point that one of Josh's back wheels is actually snapped. Front wheels has snapped, sorry. And half of his has literally collapsed into pieces. I'm not sure if you'd feel safe sleeping in a greenhouse falling to pieces.
Well, let's face it, Josh's Caravan was an absolute piece of it.
I called mine the moving coffin. It's made of wood, it's on wheels, and it nearly killed me. I'm sorry for the lack of quality, people, but
by trimming these edges.
I'm
But
holding this
my
while holding a
proud
bike.
English flag is still standing tall. Eh?
Well, the other one is trailing in the dirt.
Yeah, I wasn't focusing on that. My hat is intact.
And your camper van has fallen to pieces.
Josh's hat may have been intact, but his dignity will never recover.
And you've just lost a wheel.
Yeah.
Lift up a bit. There we go. And yeah, that's Josh's wheels. Completely falling to pieces. Any last words, Josh?
I'd like to thank my family. I'd like to thank my wife and my 3 kids.
You don't have a wife, you don't have 3 kids.
I'd like to thank my manager who's always been there for me.
You don't have a manager.
I'd like to thank the guys in the IT suite. I'd like to thank the guys in the audio suite. I'd like to thank the guys in the editing suite.
Do you have 2 people that you'd like to mention?
Yes, I think they've always been there for me. For as long as I can remember, ever since about 2004. My brother and his mate have been really
Sod off!
I'd like to thank Ian and Sarah, and especially Adam and Max, for letting us use their property as a I'm doing an Arsene Wenger, as a campsite overnight. Without that, this video wouldn't have been. Stop looking at that. Without that, this video wouldn't have been able to go ahead until 2016. So
Here it is, the remains of your camper van. How are you feeling, Josh, as you see it wither to pieces?
I'm very proud of it, and I am very there's a leaf on it. I am very proud of this.
Despite the fact that we're on the side of a road with it half broken and it's a complete failure, and you didn't even sleep in it.
It's not a complete failure. It's easy to transport.
It's really not. It's dragging along the floor and you've lost the wheels. Right, okay, cut back to the studio.
No, that's my line. And with that, back to the studio.
So from that video you'll have learnt a few things. That Josh is an idiot, we're all insane, and for God's sake, whatever you do, don't let us build you a caravan unless you have a death wish. Especially Josh. Or anyone else. Anyway, the point is, that is one of many future videos of Mock Gear Uncut, where I'll be showing you all the bloopers and stuff we missed out in the original episodes. Don't forget to check out the originals down in the description below at The Stupid Life, courtesy of Kai. And stay tuned for my next video with the other Mock Gears Uncut. Not to mention, I'll be looking over the new Star Wars film coming out and some secret hints about the new storyline. Enjoy!